There are neighbors in our community that don't have a home to go to each night. It's hard to imagine, especially on these cold winter evenings.
And happening in your community, it's See You at Home's One Winter Night. Rob Dahlhaus, the executive director, joins us. And let's maybe start from the very beginning, Rob. For those who don't know what See You at Home is and what you do, what is it?
Absolutely. So See You at Home, we're a small local 501c3 not-for-profit based here in Champaign. Our main mission is to love and to serve our friends without an address, the most vulnerable homeless in our community. And we do that in multiple different ways through our daytime drop-in center, men's and women's year-round emergency shelter, 24-hour street outreach, transitional housing, and just trying to fill any gap we can and provide opportunities for the men and women in our community that have been beat down over the years and give them a chance to help empower them and build them up again.
And how has that looked during COVID-19? Have your services changed?
You know, I tell you, they've actually been able to expand. So during the height of the pandemic, kind of the beginning process, you know, March, April, May, June, we expanded our hours at our daytime drop-in center. When the libraries and businesses and everything was closed, you know, understandably so, our friends didn't have a place to go. I actually had a gentleman come to me and say, you know, after the shelter-in-place order, I don't have a place to shelter. Where am I supposed to go? Am I going to get arrested for being on the street? There was just this anxiety and this concern in his voice. And so we did. We stepped in, we filled those gaps and stayed open longer hours, nights, weekends. And then we were also able to take our men's and women's emergency shelters and expand those to year-round operations. So something we haven't had in the community for a very long time, we were able to expand those. And so a lot of negatives from COVID, but I'm going to choose to look at the positives, and what we have in our community now is a huge blessing.
You used a phrase, fill those gaps, which is a simple way of saying spent more money because these things have a cost to them. You guys obviously fundraise throughout the year to do what you do, but this one winter night event, first of all, how many years has this been?
This is year 10. It's our 10th anniversary.
Wow. Holy cow. And this, from what I understand, is your largest fundraiser of the year.
It is, yes. Yeah, this event brings in anywhere between 50 to 67% of our annual budget. And so it's obviously a very big deal for us. And as you mentioned, you know, expanding those services, it does cost some more money, and so we are looking to raise the most we've ever asked for this year to help sustain our year-round shelters, to help sustain the drop-in center and everything that I've already mentioned.
This year's event's going to look a little different than the past 9 years. So how are we doing things?
Yeah, it'll look a little bit different. So because there's no special event permits for the streets and the sidewalks as we've typically done it, we've partnered with some local businesses downtown to utilize their parking lots, also with a couple area churches to use their parking lots, working with our friends at WBGL to have their parking lot for their listeners, and, you know, trying to keep folks as safe and as spaced out as possible. You know, got my mask here. Everybody will be able to get one of these for participating. So just, again, trying to keep it as safe as possible, staying in contact with the city and with public health and making sure that we're doing everything we can. But because it is an outdoor event and we can space folks out, we're able to keep on doing it. Because, again, even in a pandemic, this is a reality for our folks on the street. If the shelters weren't available, if the resources weren't available, they would have no place to go.
We kind of skipped over what participation is and what you're participating in.
Sure.
The nutshell is people are sleeping in a cardboard box outside to try to make a little money, and rather than all in one place downtown, this is now at the different locations you had said. How do people get involved?
Absolutely. So you can visit our website, seeyouathome.us. You can always email me, rob@seeyouathome.us. I can share with you more about what that box dwelling experience looks like, you know, what the homeless simulation of One Winter Night is and kind of the why behind that. But I encourage every community member to try to get involved in one way or another. We have volunteer opportunities inside, outside, and also financial support needed as well.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to have some boxes here in our back lot, so we're excited about it. And
best of luck this year, and thanks for doing what you're doing for our community.
Absolutely. Thanks for the opportunity.
We'll have all the details on how you can participate or donate at SayILiving.tv.